Imagine trying to live in America on just $2,000 a month. Most people would laugh and say it's impossible. Rent alone eats that up in some cities. But what if I told you it is possible not only to survive, but to actually live comfortably, save money, and still enjoy life? In fact, thousands of people across the US are already doing it. The trick isn't magic. It's about knowing where your money goes, choosing the right city, and mastering a few smart financial habits that most people overlook. So if you've ever felt like your paycheck disappears before the month ends, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll see how living on $2,000 a month isn't just doable. It might even be the key to your financial freedom. And make sure to stick around until the end, because I'll also share the #1 mistake that keeps most people broke, even when they earn way more than $2,000 a month. Welcome back to the channel. This is where we talk about all things money, from budgeting and saving to building financial independence. My goal is to help you master your finances and build a lifestyle that gives you control instead of stress. In today's video, we're breaking down exactly how to live on a $2,000 monthly budget. Anywhere in the US, we'll look at real numbers, actual budget examples, and the smartest ways to stretch your money without feeling deprived. This isn't about living cheap, it's about living smart. I'll show you where to live, how to manage your expenses, what to cut, and what's worth keeping in your life. Whether you're a student, a digital nomad, or just someone trying to reset financially, this video is going to show you a clear path to make that $2,000 work harder than you thought possible. Now, before we dive in, let me be clear. Everyone's lifestyle is different. Some people have kids, others are single. Some live in big cities, others are in small towns. But the principles I'm going to share apply to everyone because they're rooted in financial discipline and smart decision-making. The key is understanding your priorities and building a plan that fits your real life, not some unrealistic version of it. I'll be giving examples for both single individuals and couples, and we'll also look at a few US cities where a $2,000 budget can actually go a long way. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it takes to live well on a modest income and how to make every dollar count toward your future instead of slipping away unnoticed. If that sounds like something you need right now, hit that like button and let's get into it. 1. Know your numbers. Before you can live comfortably on $2,000 a month, you need to understand exactly where your money goes. Most people fail financially because they don't track their expenses. They just spend and hope it works out. But hope isn't a budget. Start by listing your core expenses: housing, utilities, food, transportation, insurance, and personal spending. Once you have that breakdown, you can see what's flexible and what's not. For example, if rent takes up $1,000, you've got $1,000 left for everything else. That's tight but manageable if you plan well. Use free tools like Mint, Notion, or a simple spreadsheet to track every dollar. You'll be shocked at how much you spend on things like takeout or subscriptions. The goal here isn't to punish yourself, it's to gain control. When you know your numbers, you can make smart trade-offs. Maybe you cook more and save $150 a month, or switch phone plans to save $40. Every small change adds up. Living on $2,000 starts with awareness, and once you master this part, the rest becomes strategy instead of struggle. 2. Choose the right location. Where you live determines how far your $2,000 can stretch. A budget that barely covers rent in Los Angeles could give you a comfortable life in cities like Tulsa, Des Moines, Knoxville, or El Paso. This is called geo-arbitrage. Living in a place where your cost of living is low, but your income stays the same. If you can work remotely, you have a massive advantage. You could earn the same paycheck, but live somewhere your rent is half the price. Look for mid-sized cities with good public transport, low taxes, and affordable housing. Even within expensive states, there are cheaper towns or suburbs that cost much less than the main city. And remember, moving doesn't mean downgrading your lifestyle. It means upgrading your financial freedom. You might trade nightlife for peace and space, but you gain breathing room in your budget. Smartest people aren't chasing the biggest cities. They're choosing locations where they can build savings, not just survive. If you want $2,000 to work, your zip code might be the first thing you need to change. 3. Smart housing and utilities hacks. Housing is your biggest expense, so this is where the biggest savings happen. On a $2,000 budget, your rent should ideally stay under $900 to $1,000. That might sound impossible in some areas, but there are creative ways to make it work. Consider renting a room instead of a full apartment, or sharing a place with roommates. You can also look for basement apartments, guest houses, or older buildings with lower rent. Some people even rent studio apartments in smaller towns for under $800. Negotiation also helps. Offer to sign a longer lease or pay on time every month in exchange for a rent discount. When it comes to utilities, small habits make a big difference. Turn off lights, unplug electronics, and use energy-efficient bulbs. Downgrade your internet speed if you don't need the fastest plan, and bundle services when possible. Cutting $20 here and $30 there might not seem like much, but those savings free up money for food or transportation. Think of your home as a base, not a luxury. It should be safe, comfortable, and affordable, not a financial trap that eats your whole paycheck. For food and transportation, two areas that can quietly destroy your budget are food and transportation. Eating out regularly or driving everywhere adds up faster than you think. A single meal at a restaurant might cost $20. That's 3 or 4 home-cooked meals. The key is meal planning. Create a weekly grocery list, buy in bulk, and cook simple dishes that last several days. Store brand products in discount stores like Aldi or Walmart can easily keep your food costs around $250 to $300 a month. Use cashback apps or rewards cards to save even more. As for transportation, this is where many people overspend without realizing it. Car ownership can cost $700 to $1,000 a month when you include gas, insurance, maintenance, and payments. If you live in a city with public transportation, ditch the car. Take buses, bike, or even walk more. It's healthier and cheaper. If you must drive, consider buying a reliable used car outright to avoid monthly payments. Carpooling or delivery gig work can also offset your costs. The goal is to cut unnecessary spending, not comfort. Once you manage food and transport wisely, your budget opens up, and living on $2,000 feels much easier. 5. Income boost and mindset. Now that you've mastered cutting costs, let's talk about increasing your income and improving your mindset. Living on $2,000 isn't just about stretching money, it's about creating opportunities. Even an extra $200 or $300 a month can change everything. You could freelance online, do remote customer service, sell digital products, or pick up part-time work. The internet has made it easier than ever to earn from home. Start with your skills: writing, design, tutoring, social media, or even reselling used items online. The goal isn't to hustle non-stop, but to build small income streams that give you flexibility. But mindset is just as important. You have to shift from thinking, "I can't afford that," to "How can I make that happen?" A minimalist, intentional mindset helps you focus on what actually adds value to your life. Living on $2,000 a month teaches discipline, gratitude, and awareness, skills that make you unstoppable once you start earning more. Remember, financial success isn't about how much you make. It's about how well you manage what you have. Mastering this mindset now means when your income grows later, you'll truly be ready for financial freedom. So there you have it. Living on $2,000 a month in the US isn't easy, but it's absolutely possible if you plan smart and stay disciplined. It comes down to 5 key things: knowing your numbers, choosing the right location, finding affordable housing, controlling food and transportation costs, and keeping a strong, growth-focused mindset. Once you get these right, you'll realize that financial peace doesn't come from earning more. It comes from managing what you already have. And when you do start earning more, that extra money becomes real freedom, not just extra spending. If this video helped you see money differently, hit that like button. Subscribe for more practical finance tips, and let me know in the comments what your biggest challenge is when budgeting each month. I read every comment, and your story might inspire the next video. Remember, it's not about how much you make, it's about how intentionally you live. Take control of your money and you'll take control of your life.